me say the place I get hotter and hotter. And when me say hot, me talk about temperature wise. The place hot, you know, Rasta. Believe you me, the place hot, you know. No, me I tell you, man, me never feel Jamaica so hot yet. I me live a long time. Me never feel Jamaica so hot yet. Yeah.
For generations, Jamaican farmers.
And a long time I no go Mobile, you know. Since the whole heap murder and scamming and yeah. But why you look the student them from Merritt College, why you look them teacher, Sarah Brown. I don't know if she'll listen or she there for Charlestown, you know, but why yell them up, you know them way there. Why you look all my brethren them in a Montego Bay, Mudada, an African symbol. All the man them down at the market. We still a sell ital food and stick to the ital food thing. So will I tell you say the thing get away because President Obama went to Africa. Peter Phillips went to Africa. As a matter of fact, Peter Phillips went to Ethiopia. Obama went to Ethiopia too. But very interestingly, that couple years ago, a couple years ago, Obama did go to Ghana. More than a couple years ago, he went to Ghana. And after that, also, he was giving instructions to the African leaders, just like Cameron was saying to the African leaders that they must accept homosexuality and gay marriage as part of the human rights for all human beings. The African them reject it non-apologetically. It was like one voice for the first time in Africa. Well, apparently Obama tried again in Kenya, and non-apologetically the Kenyatta said, look, man, it's all right. Look at it. Different culture, the words, but yes. Anyway, we have Waynesworth Gentle on the line, and he is from the Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center. Good night, sir.
Good night, Mota.
All right, you have to tell me what is the Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center, which part that there?
All right, let me say greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. Rastafari. All right, Mota, blessings to you and the RFM staff, and blessings to the whole of Jamaica, whoever the rest of the world will listen or not. Taking in this thing. Now, the Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center is a place where the youth them can come in, can serve, can see what out in the world, put out them resumes, you understand me, see jobs, see other things, the other opportunities who are available, not just in our community, but in our country and elsewhere in the world. So I also, our energy is there for youth and be exposed, hopefully for positivity and wholeness, right? Now it is incorporated with...
No, wait, hold on. Which part is this place there? Which part is there?
This is in St. Anne's Bay, on Owen Sound Drive. Right across from Burden's Land.
Okay. Yeah. Me know where.
Alright. So, right now, is a summer program we're going to kind of is youth and, some activities and things. Through music, art and craft, language, English and mathematics and dance and what you call leisure activities, which is sports and other activities that to get the youth them energy set away.
So you have a library down there? You have a library in the place?
Well, we do have a library down there still, but I still encourage people in the community and the surrounding regions to utilize the St. Anne's Bay Library because that's where most of our Marcus Garvey literature exists.
No, right? We know about the St. Anne's, but as a community, we are dealing with Marcus Garvey youth.
Yeah, there is literature and stuff that is there, but the youths them have to really push forward. We do try to promote it, and me as a music director there, I do encourage the youth to be heightened in the spirit and literature and attributes of the Honorable Marcus Garvey.
No, you know why I ask this? Should you say name Youth Information Center? One of the hope that an information center would be stocked with information, whether from the computer or from books.
Well, there is stuff there from the computer, but like I said, is the community itself has to enlighten the youth them on who Marcus Garvey was. I mean, there are youths here in St. Anne's and them areas that don't know who Marcus Garvey is, and that's pathetic. Right, because Marcus Garvey right now attributes is a way of liberty for black people, black nation, not just black nation but for the world. These are the things that are being governing our country, which is Jamaica and enough other places in the world.
So you have books. You have books there where have Marcus Garvey like philosophy and opinions and them something there.
There are things that are there, yes, and we're trying gradually to expose these things to the youths, but not everybody have the same mentality towards Marcus Garvey and the seeds of Garvey as every other individual. Some more insightful or so outsightful, and there are others who are very close-minded to who Marcus Garvey and the spirit of Marcus Garvey and his seeds are. And I say seeds not necessarily being bloodline relation, but within the spirit of who the Honorable Marcus Garvey.
So you have classes there that talk about Marcus Garvey. I don't understand. Because it marks Youth Information Center, Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center.
Alright, let me tell you a thing, Mota. Me, Waynesbury Gentles, and the artist G-Lox, whatever the world wants to know me as. I myself go out and made photocopies of stuff that was given to me by the UNIA organization here in Jamaica, right? And I photocopy that. I go out and I spend my own whatever dividends I can come up with and make photocopies, and I go and I hand them out to people, whether they're artists, business people, young youths, teachers, educators, business people, lawyers, whatever. I hand them out to these people. What would Marcus Garvey feel like today to see us as his generation or offsprings, out there bleaching, degrading ourselves to immorality and, ignoring what is important to us as black nation and our origin as Africa, right? Now, we can all say we represent Jamaica and we love Jamaica now, but we're on a plantation. The rest of the world, it doesn't matter where you are. You understand what you're in the Caribbean, you're on a plantation. So then America and the place their plantation will lynch. Not talking about no syndrome.
No, but we're not, Bridget, you're gone far, I mean,
no, but that's realistic about it, Mota.
No, we're not, hold on, Bridget, hold on, man. I one little question me answer you gone to your Willie Lynch right there. No, yeah, me know you're anxious, but what me I say? Me want to find out if it does have the name Marcus Garvey, choose which one there. Or it's something where
it's a myth people have.
We no, but you know, I'm talking about that.
Go on.
Me ask you something. Me want to know if it's because it does name Marcus Garvey because of Marcus Garvey place, or is this a place where the youth them can come and study about Marcus Garvey?
All right, every youth who want to come to the UNI, we call it the Youth Information Center, who want to know about Marcus Garvey, ask for the director, the music director, which does put out attributes about Marcus Garvey. Yes, I am a person who is pushing the knowledge and attributes of Marcus Garvey to everybody who is outsightful.
So when them come there, you have a little session where them sit down and reason about Marcus Garvey.
Well, we're trying to incorporate this, but there are other things that are involved, and it's also
more important.
A work in progress. It is there, but we're pushing it. But not everybody is gravitating. And most of the youths, they're more into the modernized things of what's going on out there.
I know them more into the person them who them got to more interested in that.
Yeah, well,
like music,
like I said, not everybody is going to have the same type of interest or, you understand what I say, a feeling towards Marcus Garvey or Black Nation or Africa as some. So the ones who do have it, so some of them may come through the center, some of them may come there, and when it comes to the touchy of Marcus Garvey, they repel. Now, Marcus Garvey started from our region, St. Anne's Bay and whatever, yet we don't have a chapter for the UNIA organization.
No, we're not talking about no organization, we're talking about your group. And your group we're talking about. You see?
Yeah, but
all right, you see them group, you're fine with them little group, you know. Mm-hmm. We're always interested in our music and dance and singing and them. They said, that is the core root of black people thing.
Okay.
So when you say Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center, I would have expect that.
It's not just Marcus Garvey's information is available. That is what.
Yeah. But obviously the focus is not on Marcus Garvey, but on like a club.
No. All right. Let's put it this way. The focus is on Marcus Garvey. That is the foundation of what has been created. All right. Now it is the involvement of the community and the youth, the staff, the volunteers that are incorporated in that organization now to strengthen everybody else out there who acquires or want to know more about who Marcus Garvey was, our first national hero. It's not just about talking about it now. We have to show some action now. And I am one of the volunteers who have been putting that out there. I mean, I need any other organization who say I'm an active Marcus Garvey representative. In my community here in St. Anne, I was refused. Doors were closing on me to learn and to pick up things about instrumental and instruments and music. And yet I am here now, back in my own community, sharing what I've learned out there in the rest of the world.
All right, explain where you learn now and where you share with the community.
Well, I've been taught music.
Oh, music.
Not just back here, but outside of in the diaspora. You say in Canada, I grew up here and in Toronto and the surrounding areas in southern Ontario, Canada. I'm here in Jamaica. I've been working not just with the YIC. I also worked through the ministry at an institution in Kingston where I still did my music. You know what I mean? But I still had interactions with youths who were in institutions and in the educational system. Now, what I see a big issue is with we as Black nation is we refuse what is good for us, almost like medicine. Marcus Garvey and the rest, was a good medicine for us as Black nation, and yet we continue to refuse it. You understand me? I say, the Youth Information Center is a very, very important cornerstone in our community.
So what is the main trust? What is the main trust of the thing? Because we are talking about Marcus Garvey and seeing that is not the main trust.
It is the main trust, but I mean, Mota, like listening to your program and knowing of your status as a media representative, not just here in Jamaica, but the rest of the world, you have a contrariness about you. So would I and everybody else out there. So I don't want to say anything that's going to be too touchy or too, you understand me? I don't want to disrespect or make you feel like you're contributing to any other energies other than what the Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center represent. The staff, they work hard. They work with limited resources. They work with, how government organizations pretend to make things happen. Yet it's the involvement of the volunteers, the staff, the people who are community oriented to make those things happen. Right now, like I said, I'm one of those people. It doesn't just take one man or one woman to make these things happen. It takes a team. I'm a part of a team that is working towards the betterment of Marcus Garvey seeds. You understand me? So all the people who feel that energy there with Waynesworth, Gentles, and whoever, that atmosphere and feelings of Marcus Garvey seeds are stepping and aid us at the YIC, whether it be music, mathematics, English, dance, arts and craft. We are here as a community, as volunteers, as youths who grew up to be adults now, passing on and sharing what we've learned about Marcus Garvey and about other things that Marcus Garvey would want us to be doing, which is upliftment, right?
Yeah. So tell me the different things them now where, all right, the lady just pass a paper here. She pass a paper and give me. And it's Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center need for music instruments.
Of course.
Okay,
yeah, I mean, we're always going to need those things. I mean,
all right. So tell me
whether if it's people out there who want to send them to us, whether they be youths or loners or whatever, the youths them need things to play. And, you know, I'll bring, you know, my own things there, other people who are out there in our community and other musicians will donate things to us, but things will need repair and need replacement and stuff. And we seek out there not just to our community.
So you teach music Jamaica. There? You teach music there? You teach?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So you are the music teacher at the center.
I'm music director at this point in time, sharing my energy with the center and the Marcus Garvey Seeds. Yes.
Okay. And how much youth so you have at that center that come to the music class? Then?
Well, there's quite a few. The number rises, and I wouldn't say it falls. It's just on schedules of others why they wouldn't be present. To, you know, maybe other personal reasons why they wouldn't be present, but the energy is there. There's quite a few. I don't know the exact numbers, but you know what I mean. It is split up where now in our summer program. There's 3 different age categories that I have to work with. It's mostly with the youths, but you know I have the 6 to 9, which are the younger crowd, the 12 to 10 to 12, and then the 13, 12, 17 and up. You know what I mean? And these youths are eager to expose themselves to the art of music and what it can do for not just Jamaica, our community, but the rest of the diaspora and world, right? So what we're doing right now with the youth them at the center, they love music. Some of them may not have known how to play. Some of them may not have known how to known the proper access to get close to these instruments, and through percussive and the basics of music, Irene's Weird Gentles and the rest of the musicians in our region who are aiding me are pushing out their energy to share with the youths, make them more artistically inclined.
Musically, yes. Musically. Okay. All right. Well, you're bringing this forward now that anyone out there who have instruments, musical instruments, want to donate.
I want to say this now. I'm going to come down for go on my knees and beg nobody for nothing.
No, I never tell you to beg you. The man get arrogant. I never tell you man say must go down for your knee and beg.
No, man, no.
There is a need.
We reached out to our communities.
The lady give me a paper and it marked Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center need for musical instrument. That means that you are sending out a thing out there that you need some musical instrument. Nobody not to go down by your needs.
This was said like, you know, a few months back to as well, before we even got to this point as where we're going through the program now. I mean, I did a 6 weeks workshop where, you know, I came and, you know, brought in some other musicians and, you know, other instruments and stuff where we were showing the youth some basics of music just the same way, and we're doing this for the love of music and for the love of sharing with our community. We're not doing it because of money or any other attributions or any other interest. We're doing it for the love of just sharing and interacting with our communities.
Okay.
Now, I'm not a perfect person. I'm the most imperfect person I have ever met in my life, and I accept that.
Really, wait hold on there. Wait a while ago. You're the most imperfect person you ever met in your life?
I am the most
You know that since I interview you, most of the time it's yourself you relate to, brethren.
No, I'm not saying relate to myself. I have to get myself out of the way to say I'm the most imperfect person, which means that what else the world have to say, I'm not going to worry about that. It's all about we not have to share with our communities, our country, and the rest of the world, you know what I mean? I'm not just singling out myself. It's no me. It's team. All right, them are signal
me for Robert, but tell me exactly what is the main, why you wanted to, what you wanted to say.
All right. Well, the main purpose is I want to give thanks to the staff of the YIC volunteers and the youth, and, you know, they're putting a lot of work into what has been going on so far, and we're seeking out there instruments, whether they be loaner or, you know, they can be donated or contributed to the center for the youth to use, to play, and, you know, encourage them as well. You know, plus there's other things that are taking place in the center where we would like some aid to it. It's not like saying we'll get no whole heap of money to do anything. You know, we do rely on the aid of the community.
So you don't get no government aid? You don't get no government aid?
Well, they say the government is supposed to release things to us, but you know what I mean?
Take long.
By the time they release it to Bennett Reach and whatever, we still have to live and do things and whatever, make things happen. So we're asking the aid of the community and the diaspora and whoever else who want to, you know, put contributions into what's going on. We appreciate it.
All right,
you
sir. Well, it's not nice. You can check RADA too, here?
Well, of course. We're going to check, like, all the other organizations.
No, you know the name RADA, though. You know it's RADA.
Yes, I know about RADA and stuff, and they deal with other things as in farming and agriculture and all those things.
All right, wrap a move, bro.
Give us thanks.
All right.
So,
we're there with you. Okay, so we want to send out a little, you know, we meet some people down in Montego Bay this weekend. We don't want to forget them, you know. Because I don't want to hide when I go down there again. The sister with the tour bus, she named Lola. Anybody know Lola with the tour company there? Brand new tour company. Yeah, so I yell up Lola. And we did yell up the student them already from Merritt College. And them teacher, Siri. Yeah, we did yell them up. So we want to yell up Lola now. Believe you me. Lola no easy, though. She said she have 2 brand new buses coming for the half next week. May I tell you, she'll move up. All right, we can work it out. We are going to get some information, at least some more information, on this Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center. So as soon as money coming back, we're going to go back on it without the interviewee. Right? Without the interviewee, we're going to go back on it. Because we really need to find out about the center. We have Marcus Garvey name on it. You understand? It couldn't be just with a version there say about music and him come from London, Canada and all them way there. You know them way there. So I mean, I disrespect nothing, but we need to hear more. Trust me. I mean, I try to make the youth say more, but him not say more. You know, him just ask. I don't know. Anyway, we are waiting for money. Money can get the paper? Alright, so make we see what we know about the Marcus Garvey Center here, because I'm really interested in it. Alright. But the youth never say nothing of them, none of them something now. What the youth never say nothing about them things, you know. Alright. Make we read it. Make we put say. The Marcus Garvey Youth Information Center epitomizes the basic tenets of Marcus Garvey. Him said that. The center offers a wide range of services to young people between the ages of 14 to 24 years. First and foremost, the center is a one-stop shop for youth development. It has a very strong referral system in place whereby youths are assessed, then referred to other youth serving organizations such as Art Trust, National Youth Service, Ministry of Labor, and the Jamaica Foundational for Lifelong Learning. The center currently offers 4 main programs: career and sexual reproductive health counseling, entrepreneurship coaching, empowerment guidance session, and them things I don't want to hear about. You see what it offers when it carry the name Marcus Garvey. We don't want all the time. You see, that is the problem we have with certain things, you know. The problem we have with certain groups, you know, that everything is centered around music. You understand, Manny? And then you talk about to young people now, and them have a thing, a gathering, or a group, or an organization. All you hear about is music. No, not no wrong, you know, because right now music is a way out for whole heap of youth just know, but we don't want to keep producing only people who sing and dance. Because that is the only thing we were able to do in slavery. Slaves wasn't allowed to read book. Now that we can read, we don't want to read unless the book have been full of naked people in there or tattoo picture in there. So we want the youth them now, when them in our organization, to be more than just trying to be like Vybz Kartel or Beenie Man or Bounty Killer. You understand? We want some entrepreneurs, some people who is not just managers, because they never teach black people how to own business. We never learn how to own business because we were regulated to just yam and cocoa and dasheen and fish. We never know, say you could have owned business, and black people have a weird thing. You know, if them start a business and buy one day, them now make the money, them close down the business and go to something else. Chinese people and Indian people, them stick to the business and know, say, it's more than 1 year it really take for make. Start to turn over all 5 years, 7 years it take for turn over a business to start make money. Black people, them a go about the business and 1 year, them now make no money. They say, boy, the money, now make no money, I have to do something different. And most of we go to school to learn how to manage people business. Most black people in Jamaica and manage them a manager. Them are no owner. So when you hear about management skills, don't feel like the person who manage the business is him who own the business, because him can get fired too. The manager can get fired because it's not the manager business. You have a whole heap of bosses sleep about the place. Them in them suit, every day them in them suit, and them well-tailored dress and coat, and them gone to work. And you afraid to go talk to them, you know, because you see them in them suit, you say, right, me can't talk to them people. And you tell them, yes sir, no. Keep ramming, I have to keep ramming it. We have to keep ramming it. Yes man, we have to keep ramming it. Believe
when I look at Africa, many questions come to mind. Many times I ask myself, what would happen if Mwalimu were to rise up and see what is happening? Many times I ask myself, what would happen if Kwame Nkrumah and Patrice Emery Lumumba were to rise up and see what is happening? Because what they would be confronted with is an Africa where the Democratic Republic of Congo is unsettled. There is a war going on there, but it is not on the front pages of our newspapers, because we don't even control our newspapers and the media. As I speak to you, the Central African Republic is at war, but we talk of it only mutedly. As I speak to you now, in South Sudan, the youngest nation in Africa, the Nuer have risen against the Dinka. As I speak to you now, Eritrea is unsettled. As I speak to you now, there is an ease in Egypt as there is an ease in Libya. In Niger it is no better. In Senegal, in the Casamance is no better. In Somalia is no better. Africa is at war with herself. This is what they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an Africa which statisticians and romantic economists say is growing, but which in truth is stagnated. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an African which, as Professor Mlama intimated in our presentation here, is an African which is suffering from schizophrenia. He does not know herself. They would be confronted with an African whose young men and women have no interest and low love for their continent. They would be confronted with an Africa where young men and young women are constantly humiliated at the embassies of European countries and at the United States of America as they seek the almighty green card. They would be confronted with an Africa where young men and women from Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Mali, and Mauritania drown in the Mediterranean as they seek to be enslaved in Europe. This time round, Africans are not wailing and kicking as they are being taken away to be enslaved. They are being seen wailing and kicking as they seek to be enslaved in Europe and America. This is the tragedy of Africa. They'll be confronted with an African where people have lost their self-pride. An Africa where Africans are not proud of their things. An Africa where in the hotels of Dar es Salaam or Nairobi, even food has foreign names. When we fry potatoes, we call them French fries, even when they are fried in Dar es Salaam. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with another Africa. An Africa which does not tell her story. An Africa whose story is told by Europe and America, the CNN, Radio Deutsche Welle, Radio France. That is the Africa they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with the young men and women who have no pride in Africa. When they want to enjoy themselves, they sing the praises of football teams from Europe and America. It is Manchester United. It is Arsenal. It is Real Madrid. And Barcelona, not Yanga, not Mufulira Wanderers, not Gor Mahia, not FC Leopards. No. That is the Africa that they would be confronted with. They would be confronted with an Africa which does not enjoy its theater and drama. That Africa celebrates Leonardo DiCaprio. It celebrates Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. The Africa does not celebrate Genevieve Nnaji of Nigeria or Rita Dominic or Lou Jacobs of Nigeria. It does not celebrate Bongowood or Nollywood or Riverwood. It celebrates Hollywood. That is the Africa with which they would be confronted. They would be confronted with African women whose greatest source of joy is cheap grade B Mexican soap opera, La Patrona, La Mujer de mi Vida, The Rich Also Cry. Why must we remind ourselves of these realities? Because throughout the ages, the battle has always been the battle of the mind. And if your mind is conquered, then you are going nowhere. And that is why in the ages of enlightenment in Europe, the great René Descartes said, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. And therefore, if Africans are to begin to make a contribution in their affairs, Africans must begin to think. But the question is, are we thinking? We have universities in their numbers. Tanzania has universities including Dar es Salaam. Nairobi has universities, as indeed Kampala, as indeed South Africa, Johannesburg. We have all these universities. We have engineers. But our roads are not being made by Tanzanian civil engineers. It is the Chinese who are present in this assembly who are making our roads. So we have engineers who cannot even make roads. We have doctors whom we have trained. But when we are sick, particularly if we are of the political class, depending on who colonized you, if you are colonized by the United Kingdom, you rush to London. If you are colonized by the French, you rush to Paris. If you are colonized by the Portuguese, you rush to Lisbon. And if you are colonized by the Spaniards, you rush to Madrid, Spain. And recently, because the Asians are beginning to get their act together, we run to India. And very lately, because the Arabs are also beginning to get their act together, we run to Dubai. Notwithstanding that we have the Kenyatta hostels of this country, the Muhimbilis of Tanzania, the Chris Hani Baragwanaths of South Africa, and the Mama Yemos of Kinshasa in Zaire or the Democratic Republic of Congo, but we have no faith in our doctors. In the area of education, we also don't have faith. Our political class introduced something that they call free education, but is free indeed, free of knowledge. Because they are so suspicious of those institutions that the typical African politician would not dare take their children to those schools. Their children will be educated in the British system, in the American system, so that when they graduate, they go to the United Kingdom, to the United States. Not that there is anything wrong with those institutions, but the agenda is wrong because our leaders long lost the script and ought to be described for who they are, our misleaders. But we are co-authors of our own misfortune. Whenever we are given an opportunity to elect our leaders, we are given a blank check. And if you permit me a little latitude, and if you give me a blank check, and you allow me to analogize, and you say that I'm given the blank check to buy a Mercedes-Benz, what we do is that when we are called upon, having been so empowered, we buy what one calls a tuk-tuk from India and expect it to behave like a Mercedes-Benz. How does that happen? Because what we do is to elect thieves. We elect hyenas to take care of goats, and when the goats are consumed, we wonder why.
Cheesy voice, lighting up the net.
The biggest tune to come out of Jamaica this year, and in many years, Cheerleader by a youth named Omi. Here's a version of it. Can you believe it, Rasta? The youth just gone with a Cheerleader tune and just million it up. Simple, no aggravation, no excitement. Just, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. People don't even know, so them listen to a million selling tune. I mean, when I say million, I talk about platinum, not gold. Platinum tune. Million selling tune by Omi. May I tell you? Phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal. Believe you me, when a tune like that just come out of Jamaica, played in Jamaica, but it never played with that enthusiasm for people recognize, say, it's a big tune. Even though we hear it play, but the people that move up on radio every day, they never play it with intensity that it would deserve when it go foreign. Now we see a youth just take it and remix it, and may I tell you, man, big. We feel good for the youth. I don't know what I'm going to do now for him follow up. You know, when the youth name? Egyptian did sell a 500,000 copy of him tune, and from him sell that is it. I mean, you know what they call it, one hit wonder. You have a whole heap of one hit wonder in Jamaica. And you have a virgin name called Douglas who do a tune named Kung Fu Fighting. I tell you, from him make that tune, that is it. No more million selling album, no more big tune film. But you have a whole heap of them like that still. Millie Small, My Boy, Lollipop. You know, you have Heineken Mose tune when go up and Hot Stepper, here come that Stepper. Whole heap of one hit. Them call them, in the music part, them call them one hit wonder. One hit wonders, you understand? But sometimes all you need is a million selling tune, you know. Not to mention a million selling album. When you have like Sean Paul, we have sell 5 million. And you have like Shaggy, we have sell 15 million. I tell you. Yes, I guess it's the dream of every artist. The dream of every artist. Anyway, we're back to the basics. Here goes.
Some guy first video on YouTube, and let me tell you, things are getting hot. But don't let my white friends stop you from hearing the truth. Some of my white friends are upset, and for good reason. It's not every day you people get to see the inside secrets we whites have used for decades to dominate people of color. But don't fear. My white friends are just mad, because once you know all the secrets to gaining real black power, they will no longer be able to rule over you, because basically you blacks are the cash cow for white economics, And it has always been this way. Now, let's get back down to business. Today, I'm going to give you 3 more tips to gaining real black power. And this time I will try to keep it short. Last time we spoke about unity, religion and economics. And while these are very important to establishing black power, there are other factors, more subtle, which you will need if you were to ever rule the world again. The first is self-image and self-love. The reason why you spend so much time trying to be friends with us white people is because you really don't want to be friends with yourselves. Your issue with self-image is a psychological one, which we implanted when we gave you our religion. This weapon was very effective, because it got you black people to fall in love with our image of beauty while at the same time making you hate your own. You see, every time a little black girl watches television, she is systematically being programmed to hate herself. And this is really a crime, because that little black girl will grow up and teach her little daughter to hate herself too. These methods of mind control are called implants. They are very effective, and boy, let me tell you, if I had a dime for every black female who permed her hair, I'd be a millionaire. You black men really have to get it together. For you to perm your hair is saying to the world that nappy, kinky hair is not good enough to wear. To believe this is culturally suicidal and reinforces our white supremacy system on every level. To perm your hair as a black woman is like a shark cutting off its fin. To do this is an open declaration that you hate who you are. And everybody knows this but you. We whites look at you and quietly laugh. We can't believe how you try to suppress your own DNA and then teach it to your daughters like it is some kind of family recipe to make popsicles. This act is nothing to be proud of. You should stop it, and stop it now. I've seen little black girls as young as 5 years old with perms in their hair. This is completely niggardly and self-hating. Some of you black girls take it a step further, and wear other people's hair in your heads. How can any self-respecting people do this and keep a straight face? I mean, really. This is ridiculous. I'm sure the Koreans are lefting all the way to the bank selling you blacks other people's hair. And I'd be willing to bet that the Hindus who distribute it are getting a nice payday too. You see, under our white supremacy culture, we take your sicknesses and turn them into profit for us. We know you cannot stand your black skin either and will buy all kinds of creams and lighteners to look more like us. We've made billions of dollars on your dysfunction. This is the way we keep the money rolling in. The sad thing is you hate yourself so much, you are willing to burn your scalp and face to change it. Some I have seen cut their noses down to be more white. Michael Jackson was one of those girls who did this. I mean, guys. Whatever. You get what I am saying. It's all about not being who you really are. But worst is the fact that you can't really say you love others until you can truly love yourselves. Which is why some of your relationships with black men are so bad. He's the deep part. Some of you would diss a black guy because maybe he didn't go to church or have a good job. You would say if he does not believe in Jesus, you cannot date him. Remember, many of the images of Jesus have blonde hair and European features. So you diss the black guy for a blonde-hair white guy who's basically a ghost, and then turn around and diss yourself by bleaching and perming your hair to look like the blonde-haired white image we gave you during slavery. Long story short, you were so in love with our image you reject everything that's not us. And that's how we control you. If I saw my white girlfriend trying to put other people's hair in her head and trying to look black, I would not respect her as much as I probably should. Further, I would get her a psychological evaluation because, like a fish shaving off its scales and wearing cat fur to be more like its enemy, a black woman perming her own hair to wear other people's long stringy hair is borderline psychotic. And means the mental evaluation needs to be put in place. You black women are the mothers of all civilization, for Christ's sakes, going around trying to reject your own birthright. If you ever want to get back on top, you are going to have to stop perming and bleaching yourselves. Teach your daughters and sons to love who they are. And stop watching Sex in the City. It's just a bunch of white women bed hopping and living a lifestyle you will never see. Spend your time teaching your little girls to love being black. Turn those skinny white bitches off and give your babies a future where black girls rule. This is the good stuff.
May I tell you? Yes.
Yeah, Muta, good night.
Good night,
that
sir.
piece when Wicked Man.
Which one is the wicked one? Black like a tar?
No, the piece with the
white
color
man.
thing.
The white man attack about the ear. Yes.
And the ear thing.
Yes.
May good God.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, come up this weekend.
What is this way?
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Wait there, Massachusetts you call from all the while?
No, New York.
No, New York you call from?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, me go for Massachusetts. Yeah, me there for Massachusetts this weekend.
Yeah, because they fooled me one time, so me make sure me call you and find out for sure.
As I look at you can't call me.
All right.
No, man, me go up there.
Enjoy the program.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yes.
All right.
Yes. That you that call from New York all the while, Rasta? Me I tell you, me think say my call from in a town there. All right. Here goes. Brand new. So you might destroy the Jamaican landscape and I call it development. Well, me I say the mining of the Cockpit Mountain, a pure madness, wickedness.
Pretty soon it's another debate. Don't spill no blood, we put no food on them plate. If them want my vote, them have a pay up front. For years and years and not no month. Me said the last time me check, me see them credit done. The last time me check, me said I no money, no fun. You got to define what you give for my vote, what you give for my vote. They're playing it all over, playing it all over. No referee, and the message gets colder.
Know them plan. Take a stand.
No referee, stupidity gets colder. Life is so wild, it's the struggles that I discovered. Trying to make yourself surface color-coded and confined. The war continues, the battle to see who will get over. Always and only the team behind the plan. They feel so clever in their upper level. We forever love and die, you crazy little devil. You show no respect for existence, and his people said the Lion of Judah with the bass and the treble. They're playing it all over, playing it all over. No referee, and the message gets colder.
Know them plan. Take a stand.
No referee, stupidity gets colder.
And soon them a come knock on your door again. I go on like you and them a friend. But we know them plan. Destroy the land.
Pretty soon it's another debate. Don't spill no blood, we put no food on them plate. If them want my vote, them have a pay up front. For years and years and not no month. Me said the last time me check, me see them credit done. The last time me check, me said I no money, no fun. You got to define what you give for my vote, what you give for my vote. They're playing it all over, playing it all over. No referee, and the message gets colder.
Know them plan. Take a stand.
No referee, stupidity gets colder.
So here's the question. Where we ever go to save the land from them evil plan? Land is the basis of power. If you do have no land, you do have no power. Yes. Go to the
Yes. Musta Baruka. Good night.
Good night, sir.
What a go on, man. I am Giovanni Dennis, a long time fan since since about high school, and mistakenly or just by mistake, I buck up and hear the radio on it. I mean, never forget what you said the first time, and from that time, I always listen to you. Up until now, I grow come turn big man, and most of what you say always end up come true. After a long while, I always just laugh and just look for the man where you always, even you say when I say people say I'm mad man and them thing, they from the 80s and the different radio. And even know when people take you on and just take you on because of the popularity what Twin of Twins bring to your name and stuff like that, people just still use it most time as humor. But majority of way I say serious. Alright, me tell you the first thing when I said the first time I listened to you was that you listen, they look on the cornflakes box and the amount of nutrients that on the cornflakes box. It would have better you eat the cornflakes box.
No, wait, hold on, Bridget. I know you say that, you know. Them you,
yeah?
And it's not me that say that, you know. It's test it and say, is it you get more nutrients if you eat the box rather than the cornflakes?
Yeah, well, me I tell you that me hear you, that was the first one me hear. When me hear you say it tonight, me laugh till morning, and everyone me gonna say it. People always laugh to tell me I'm my best friend who used to go high school, go imitate you. Well, when the Twins of Twins used to do it still, that's me even do it now, like it come apart and me just to try to talk like you, and stuff like that. Even now, me see 1 and 2 times take picture, meet you 1 and 2 places, just I am, but I'm never too, long argument. I'm always more interested to listen to you.
Hold on, Bridget, 12 o'clock, and we know so we have to do this. Yeah, may I hear you?
Alright, yeah man, so as me said, it was you when it did say that from that time then we become a fan up until now. And I tell you really guided me through the remaining part of high school and I go through and through university in a way where you keep me grounded and I'm always happy. And no matter how busy you be, if you can ever spare the time whenever a lecturer them invited to you to speak or anything at all, if I even for 5 minutes as a presence alone, influential. I might not know how influential it be to people because I know everybody I go brave enough to come up to you. But trust me, I inspire me a whole heap. And I always listen to your talk when you're there in the crowd and then one away to me. You say to somebody sometime, one of the time after one of your speech, say, boy, you know, you can't go even on some of the whole spiritual aspect of the whole Rastafari thing because it will scare people. You keep it kind of simple way, we attract people with the humor, but you still try to inject some facts in it. It's a whole heap of thing you teach me about how we hate ourselves and them things, but you do it with a whole heap of humor same way, and me can't begin to explain how much you're influential for my life because I take up the whole and
true. We have more things to do.
Yeah, but only for say to you, boy, I really appreciate you. You're the next person named Jerry Small to used to work with Jerry Small and just how you know go about doing what you do, using your own language and preaching, you know, self-love and them things. I follow them things. Me even do a master's in a philosophy right now because of them things. And do a whole heap of African philosophy to people like Joseph Benjamin, and me have Marcus Garvey words and philosophy and teachings of Marcus Garvey. All these things, you know, I am because where I follow up all of them things and I listen to you religiously. If I get to listen to you tonight or tomorrow night, I listen back on Romy and Johnson page on YouTube. So all them things and the whole social media help a lot now to listen. And trust me, man, a lot of there we're intellectual, we are follow what you say.
All right, give thanks, Bridget. Give thanks.
All right, yes.
Yes, you know, and I can't tell the Bridget name just mentioned a while ago on YouTube. 5 million hits. For Cutting Edge and Stephen Razor, 5 million hits. Yeah. Yes, okay. Brand new. Here we go. Brand new. Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yeah, may I listen?
Hello?
Yeah, man, we're there, man.
Yeah, Mota, give thanks.
Blessed, man.
Boy, may I tell you, Mota, may I try to tell you, say, every Wednesday night, me try my best to keep up for catch up. But may I tell you the truth.
Wait, say me I run too fast.
Boy, Mota, me don't know if you want to move like you saying ball, but may I tell you the truth, Mota. Right now, me I talk to you now, bare teeth me I show right now. You see me?
Bare teeth?
Me I tell you because you the man is like me look up to you.
Hey, look, hey, you give thanks you have teeth. Enough man I lose them teeth, you know, man thump you in my mouth, them teeth them fly out.
Mota, I want to go me listen. The brother I talk to you. And you know, I say, it's like certain things, they must say, boy, I look up to them thing there. I see a mess made up on. You see me, it's like, me and my region, them talk more than, you know, me I try if you talk like how you talk, laugh like how you talk, and just say some things because me just find it funny in a good way, you see me?
All right, sir.
So, me I tell you, say, me respect the higher, me say me respect, me respect the higher 110% because me love the work when I had the same way, you see me?
All right, give thanks,
yeah,
Virgin.
big man thing, but you see, right now, I want to talk to you about some things, but my good ass have to end up on call back because the night's still early, you see me?
The night early?
Yeah, it's still early for me, because I'm just there going.
Okay. So you have your matching stick? You know, say, all my people have to use matching stick hold up them eye because them don't want to miss the program at all.
Listen, me now, man, me make sure I have my herbs to keep me up for the night. You understand what I'm saying?
Bad herbs you have, man. Herbs
make sure I have my herbs, so by in a few hours or in a few minutes, put it away there. Me sure I'll call about because I want to talk about some things that are going in a St. James, now in a Montego Bay. You understand what I'm saying?
No, then why you can't talk about it now? So you can't get me.
Well, all right. Well, no problem. You know what I mean? One shot, one killing or something. Me just take it first shot. You understand? So I just...
What you say a while ago? One shot, one what?
One shot, one kill.
And Mobile you come from, don't it? And go Mobile man talk them something about one shot, one kill, you know? Alright, sir. The man that talk about like, you a scammer?
I don't want to talk about now. You see same thing?
No, me ask if you... No, answer me no, man.
No, Muta. Means that a scammer.
The way they talk about one shot, one kill.
No, because based on the way you say, no, me may never get you again. You understand what I say? Because like me say, you move fast, so me may never get you again. So me just use the term as one shot, one kill. One
shot, one kill. All right, sir. Go on, no kill then. Go on, kill.
All right, Muta. Then you know what's the last night, see? Last night, me and two of my cousins are forward for our students, see? And right at Catherine Mount, that's all. Cross our Westgate Hills, we drive through Mount Salem. Seeing we have come across and we get stopped from 3 police officers. Seeing, and me I tell us about all the man them dopan is una scammer. And I say, what I supposed to mean? The man want to call the phone motor. Seeing up and down in the phone and them go carry to Moke and then go this and then that and because me I say, listen, me I say, brother, when you can't just look upon people and I say, it's the mass scammer. But you are going to move there. You see why them do them thing? I'll be a shot a beat cross over the free. And the man them
not check the shot them.
The man them hear the shot them a beat cross the free and the man them won't even move.
Yeah, them afraid, man. Afraid.
Yeah, understand me? I say move. And them thing in the right because what you know, every crime you go on in a St. James, them blame it upon a lot of scam.
Alright, tell me where you think I go on. Where you think I go on?
Right now, Muta. You have people have them vibes for a longer time before even them thing.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say?
Yeah.
So, me don't want the government to blame them thing upon the little man we are trying to watch him because in a real life, you can't even get a job right now.
So wait, let me ask you a question now. You can't get a job, so where you go to rob people?
Them left you them to do. Because them tell us you have to qualify in this field.
But majority of Jamaican youth nah rob people. The majority of Jamaican youth can't get no work, but the majority of Jamaican youth nah rob people.
More time of the police they themselves rob people.
No, listen to me now. You put it on something else, man. Me say the majority of Jamaican youth who can't get no job nah rob people. So when you say them left you for go rob people because them not get no job, them left you for go rob people.
No, they don't left me for rob people.
Not you personally. Me talk about the youth them what you talk about. You say they say the youth them can't get no job, so them left them for go rob people.
Yeah.
And me I tell you, say the majority of youth them in Jamaica do have no job and the majority of youth not rob people.
That's true still.
Yeah, so me don't understand it's a one kill business you lick down here now for me.
But Muta, you are going next thing. You see arcade burn down what there, see?
Yeah.
You see arcade burn down what there.
Yeah, the shoot part.
Yeah, the shoot burn down and a whole heap of people lose whole heap of things.
Yeah, I mean a man say him lose $3 million worth of things.
So Muta, who you feel cause of fire?
No, wait, me not speculate, you know. Me I tell you where me hear says a woman have her candle and she drop asleep and it drop and burn up the place. Where you say cause it now? Tell me where you say cause it.
Motor, yeah, me ask man. I tricks and show you everything in a motor.
No, me not say no. Me tell me where you.
Because you ain't no motor. See?
Hold on, without calling no name. Tell me where you think caused the fire.
What me think caused the fire?
Yeah. Or where you hear caused the fire.
Are the bigger heads them cause the fire, motor?
Bigger heads cause the fire. So
yeah, the bigger people them want control this, so we want this.
Oh, so the bigger head them want control it, so them like the place of fire to look and move out.
So you look at vendor them.
Sure, I can't remember where the truth.
Colonel Avenue there somewhere.
I know Thomas R. Thompson. I know Thomas R. Thompson Street or something. No, them
the street, that is side street. Them there.
No side street. No side street. Me talk about, man.
And I tell you, you have Tate Street, you have Thompson Street, Market Street.
No, that other one. Them me talk about. We just call Thompson Street.
Thompson Street. Oh, okay.
How much time me say that you go like me don't know what me I say.
Well, Muta, me never. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But
Muta, one time me say that you go like me don't know what me I say.
Muta, listen to that. Right,
me used to live a Mobile, you know. You never know, so me used to live a Mobile.
Muta, listen, me no man.
Yeah.
Me probably never know say live a Mobile. You used to live a Mobile.
Yeah. No, we're not
always down this side. You understand what I say?
Black shop area in a Potosi. Go round to John Zard Square.
John Zard, yeah, run by that side.
Around it, so me used to live.
But Muta, me I tell you the truth, me just, you know, a big one thing, me just love the work where I do. Me like, I'm not sure for sure how...
You know, it's a long time you have your talk on the radio.
But me want to say one more thing to you.
You know, so you don't pay for no time on it.
Well, Muta, one more thing I want to say to you.
Yeah.
Me not sure how much me respect you. You know, say every night before me go on my bed, me turn on me YouTube on my phone and plug in my earphone and me put it on one of the program them.
Me think you go say every night you go to your bed, you pray to me. Me never know.
No, Muta, man, your program, me just put it on one of the program them and just listen it right tonight because me just love all the idea thing. You understand what I say?
All right, give thanks, Benjamin.
Yeah, blessed love, Muta.
Iris, sir. May I tell you, I think the man go say every night him go to your bed and pray for me. Pray to me. Pray for me. Me not so arrogant for him, pray to me. Pray for me because I not pray to no one. Believe you me. Alright, sir. Next call. Eh? I'm gonna break it up. I click it, you know. We're not break nothing yet, so. That you play around at the back.
No, we stand up beside me truck. It truck a tractor.
The truck?
Hold on.
It want tune up, man. The truck want tune up.
Hold on.
It come like you try to make a quick escape. Turn out the truck, man.
No, man. It's up and I take a U-ring. A truck I drive, you know, me the American drive truck from here.
Oh, yeah. A big truck you drive a foreign there. Where you go? Connecticut?
Texas.
You go Texas?
Yeah, man.
So where you have on the back of the truck there?
The empty, you know, is a landing gear. I go pick up a Texas to come back to Miami.
What? You have the big work, man.
I know me master a white man.
Now you have the big work. May I tell you?
A white man.
So you don't want no truck yet?
We don't want a truck motor.
Why you don't want a truck? Then if you didn't want a truck, you'd make more money and fight.
No, that's your feel. That's your feel. There's a Regina tree truck on the road and he make $500,000 last year and he can't get a phone to none of it.
So we...
Why you laugh at Muta?
No, because...
Hey, Muta.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You tell me, say, it's better you drive a man truck and him pay you than you have your own truck?
But what kind of Muta? So I'm going to show you something, right? I'm going to show you a thing.
Well, you're people long, man, because I still hear the people around the back there.
You what?
You know, so you stop and take a leak.
Yeah, man, but
the leak sound long.
But me drive and no motor, man.
Then I'm still hear the thing and go lick, tick, right now.
Because in a truck I drive, the truck I make nice, so they want me to do motor.
No, me don't know. Me don't say, alright, that the truck I make nice. Anyway, tell me why that tell me a while ago.
Alright. A yard man who me know, right? Him and his son come together and then buy a truck. So then go up the road, go pick up a load close to Michigan. And the son I drive 2 ton back road, and when he come to a light, when he think the clutch, the release bearing from the pressure plate pop off. When they tow the truck, that is the repair shop. By the time they check everything, cut long story short, the shop one here is $10,000 to fix the truck. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, but that don't answer me. No. May I ask you,
hold on,
if you make more money...
Muta, you have to pay fuel tax.
No, brethren.
All right.
One question me ask you, ask you. Me say, you tell me say, in America when you drive truck, it better when you drive a man truck and him pay you than you own your own truck?
Yes.
Okay, and that's me ask you. You have to go around the corner.
What you know, Muta?
Yeah, it costs.
It's a simple answer.
Yeah, you give me the answer already. It's simple.
Hold on, man. If you have a truck and you not broke down motor, you're alright. But if the truck go broke down, trust me, you're going to do. You're not dead.
So the truck where you are drive broke down?
No, man, a new truck, man.
Then that me I said, let's see that you're there. You're talking about a new truck.
Why? Motor is complicated, but here one okay.
So like how much money you make? So tell me like how much money you make, so to drive.
$1,000, man, round trip.
$1,000?
Mm-hmm.
From which part you drive?
Miami.
You drive from Miami to Texas and you get angle $1,000. So return trip.
Round.
Yeah, return. Yeah, all right. So you drive from Miami, go Texas, which is like how much hours that now?
1,400 miles, 22 hours I drive.
Yeah, about 20 hours or something like that.
22.
Yeah, well, about 20. Yeah, 22. All right, it's 22. You take 22 hours and return trip, you get $1,000. And you are telling me, say, you don't prefer do that than own your own truck.
Yes, sir.
No, I tell you, say, if me did the America, me deport you, no, brethren.
Why, I tell you,
no, me deport you. Would I tell Obama to deport you, brethren, because you prefer drive a man truck for $1,000 than own your own truck, Rasta?
Motor. If you did the amongst me and amongst the man who own truck and see what them have to face on a day-to-day basis, you'd have fully overstand more.
All right, so wait a minute now. The man who own that truck there, you will make more money than him?
In some cases.
In some cases? Like which case?
Yes.
Like which case?
Well, the biggest thing what can go against that the man the motor is the truck broke down. Bust one tire, I must get it towed because it's shut on a road or so.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, still I will get my money, you know.
Yeah, me know. But
you understand?
Yeah. You know, say me I come to America, come own some truck and give you the fridge. Like, get some of your men to bridge them who pay for who work for $1,000 and me get some truck.
Why?
Yeah, man. I want some truck.
But I love to you coming up. But Muta, hear what I say. Before, the reason why I call you, I to clear up that before we go back in this nonsense.
No, we not go back to the truck talk, you know. Tell me where you're talking.
All right, we're going to let go that now.
Yeah.
Why me? You know, hear about the $9 trillion with the Federal Reserve Bank can get account for.
The $9 trillion with the Federal...
$9 trillion with the Federal Reserve Bank.
Them don't know where they.
No, they don't know where they.
Yeah, gone in ammunitions and war and all these things.
But here what no motor. There's a clip on YouTube where them put, right? The interview with the woman. Mother want you to check out the clip and the one them where we follow underneath it.
Tell me what the clip I talk about.
Alright. The clip I talk about, so I'm on an interview. A secretary general of the Federal Bank, and he asked them about what happened to $1.5 trillion with the Federal Reserve Bank add to their spreadsheet. What happened to that the money, the way gone? Then he moved on to and asked again, what happened to the $9 trillion what they can't be account for? And the man said when they break it down, every man, woman and child in America owe them $30,000 US.
Well, I seem like Jamaica too. I seem like Jamaica, you know.
Hey, Muta, over here on third world country.
Well, them say, them say America is the world's first world country.
Muta, I tell you.
Them say America is the world's first world country.
Hey, Muta, I put all the 29 accounts over here.
Yeah, well, we paid up things to American things over here. And the Chinese, them run things, you know. Them make the thing them cheap and sell them cheap.
Hey, Muta, I'm going to tell you about cheap. It's all a home tip up. The man, they make some tip, they look pretty. Yeah. When I put them in your house.
Mash up.
But Almighty God, man. Sometimes I have to call all home the fan coast all bad word, man. When it's time for them have to run.
And you know, when you cuss bad word to them, you know, them want you cuss more because it's so nice.
Alright, Oda. Yeah. Right, I know me I get a thing called GED, right? High school diploma.
Yeah.
Then my high school diploma now not over here. So I'm going to go get GED to get the good work, right?
Yeah.
After I sign up the GED class, I tell the white man in the class, say, this phone it can't help in my career.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, say, this phone is designed to suppress people. Because if you look on the whole layout, Puta, and the tape and everything, and how them are teach you, they put it on in front of one computer and give us one example. And you have to work, learn off of the example where they give. So I tell them and I tell them, say, yo, this not work, you know, we need somebody to lecture and tell you and explain to you the do's and the don'ts and the difference.
Of course.
Right. So I tell you, man, say, boy, this is a separate people, you know, especially black people, that this never designed. We make a man go forward, him designer, we make a man get frustrated and walk away. You know, so everything I tell the woman moves, the woman look for me like an accent.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, say, Almighty God, out of everything I say, that is the only thing you hear, you like my accent.
Alright, here one now, I know say you look company for drive go to Texas, you know, but I'm not going to provide a company then no further.
Yo, just the studio man is enough company.
Yeah, so we give thanks to you call and you dep on your work still.
But on the first time I talk to you, you know.
Yeah.
It's the first time we talk to you. You come off as an ignorant brother, you know.
Oh, me?
Yes, man.
Me sound ignorant now?
No, man. The first, yeah. You see, there was an article published in one of them local newspaper about Canada wants to spend much $1 million with Jamaica, with Ganja. I may call you, I may tell you about the article. You are going to tell me, you know, Ganja is still illegal at Jamaica, you can't go to prison. I have a call from, I have a call from Africa, so you have to move. When me I say, if somebody call you and tell us that they read the article, you're not supposed to try and find out when get the article.
No, but me not have to find out nothing. Me not have to try and find out. No, Ganja no legal at Jamaica.
Lord God Almighty, you're going back on that again.
But you have to move.
You read an article in America, you're going to the restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, say, the article, I tell you that, I don't know where the article say, because Ganja no legal in Jamaica.
No, me listen to the Ganja reform when you read.
And you find out the Ganja no legal in Jamaica.
Hey, how them we kill 18 months from the tourist and get with over 2 months of Ganja? No matter that. Once the Ganja when you plant, the 5 plants, you want me video.
Yeah, but you know, you see, that's what I mean, so you look company for go to Texas.
Alright.
Me have to move. Yeah, me have to move.
Come on, blessed.
Hello, greetings.
Blessed.
How are you, Muta?
Yeah, man.
It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Give thanks.
Because it's my first time calling too.
Okay.
I remember back in my high school days, I had some friends used to talk about you. They said that you didn't believe in God. But, you know, I knew that because, you know, Rastamans, they have one thing in common. What's that? Is that Haile Selassie is God, you know? So I was never judgmental or thought anything bad about you. But it's recently I've been listening to Cutting Edge, and I hear your philosophy and I hear how you think. I mean, it's your philosophy and your opinions about God and the super being, the supreme being is the fullness, you know? Is everything. So
okay, so you listen now on the YouTube and you hear my idea and concept of God.
Yeah, I listen on YouTube too, but I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
No, I'm saying your friends told you one thing, but now that you hear from me personally about my concept, what you say about it now?
Your concepts are very high. Like the other day I was listening and you said something about no man is good and no man is evil. Yeah, good actions and evil actions. And they can go so bam, bam, bam. Thousands of you. That is why it is good. It is good. These things can be recorded and
people can go and listen to it and find out, say, but wait. Oh, my mother and my father used to tell me, say, that brother, them mad. Him not really mad. Him no fool. Him know where I say. So, for those of you who remember Kofi Annan, Kofi Annan is in the news again in Africa. Kofi Annan say, Africa does little to pollute our world, but will pay the highest price. Africa should be aiming for green energy and leapfrog some of the dirty processes used to become prosperous. At the same time, even though it contributes very little, hear that? Africa contributes very little to the pollution of our world. It will pay the highest price for it. This is how former Secretary General of the United Nations and Nobel Prize laureate Kofi Annan frames the current landscape of Africa's path to renewable energy, while maintaining the continent is a clean canvas full of possibilities and flexibility. And let me show you a big picture. This is Rwanda. This is which part we get the name from, Mutabaruka. The word Mutabaruka comes from Rwanda. Let me show you a picture with solar energy. Now, I want you to know, the first place, that's why, people must hear these things, People must hear these things. And when I talk half an hour with somebody tell me, I talk about half an hour where we go see and experience. I know them say experience teach wisdom. Wisdom no come from above like the national anthem, grant true wisdom from above. That is what these four parents, our four parents used to talk about wisdom from above. Wisdom no come from above. It come from experience. So, may I say, this is not something when nobody tell me about. And when me see, me go to South Africa, and me see a skyscraper. Well, it never scrape the sky really. It's like building where, well, I know it's not Jamaican building with tall like it still, because the tallest building I see is where in New Kingston, maybe the one in New Kingston, or the Digicel building. But the whole of the building run off solar energy. And the first place I go see a big building like that run off solar energy. Now I look at a picture in front of me, in a Rwanda, the same place where them see a whole heap of madness are going and killing and this and this and that. This building here is a solar energy building, and Annan has become an influential voice in the discourse on African energy resources, and he's a member of the Africa Progress Panel, an entity that promotes equitable and sustainable development for the continent. In that capacity, he has recently called for a boost in investment in Africa's energy to unlock the potential as a global low-carbon superpower. All right. So, all you hear about Boko Haram and this in Sudan and this in Somalia and all you hear, we know, say, Africa is not under fire. You have 50 different countries in Africa. We keep repeating that. We have to repeat it. Marcus Garvey tell us that we must keep repeating these things. You have 50 countries in Africa. The majority of countries in Africa is not in war. The majority of countries in Africa is not suffering from, what them call it, starvation and disease. And we are highlight, say, Rwanda. As a matter of fact, Ethiopia right now is one of the most fastest moving economy. Not in Africa alone, in the world. Ethiopia. And we talk about Rwanda 15 years ago, highlight some of the things them that we feel. Jamaican people, especially, because most Jamaican people don't see Africa favorable. Them don't see it. most Jamaican people don't even think consciously about Africa. Because the picture that in front of about Africa is so embedded and deep in our consciousness that when I talk about no solar panel, man frightened when them see skyscraper in Africa. Man never knows a skyscraper in Africa. Just like what whole heap of white you never know, say, people drive car in Jamaica. Me talk to some white people in Michigan, you know. Some white youth in Michigan, you know. I tell them, say, me come from Jamaica. And them say, do you have cars in Jamaica? I say, yeah, man, we have cars, you know. We have all plane too. Helicopter, and we have tall buildings. Very difficult for you to tell them youth there. Say Jamaica is a place where car there. And it might sound weird and far-fetched to you, but it's true. Because me personally experience it. Me not talk something when people tell me. Well, it's a similar thing with Africa. When you tell Jamaican people about Africa, they must say, me never know say you have all them things there in Africa. They're hard to believe it. Last week we tell you about Bollywood. Nollywood, which is like Bollywood in India, like Hollywood in America. And they must show you how movies, on top of movies are making in Nigeria there. They have a thriving movie industry. That you know, you hardly hear about in this part of the world more than if you use a one where I buy the little Bandulo Nigerian DVD them. And you go up on YouTube and find some DVD YouTube. I see the operator watch some Nigerian movie a while ago. I feel so proud of her. I feel so proud of people go to hug her up and kiss her. When I see she watch it, I say, yes, sister. I mean, not that is an educator, but at least she see an alternative. And you have whole heap of Jamaicans right now where get hooked on the Nigerian soap opera them. Why may I tell you to say that? That we would have never know, say, a thriving industry like that there in Africa. Or we look for Africa. You'd have never know. But what? We're going to know, you know. We're going to know. Yeah, man. And me, I'm going to make you know. Believe me, I'm going to make you know. That's why Marcus Garvey say, you must keep doing the same thing over and over. It's called propaganda. Repetitiveness. You keep doing the same thing because black people hard to learn. Them hard to learn. You know, see it? And when them back against the wall, that is the time when them ever have the problem.
I believe that we should debunk the
That's where we are going now, so. Because if I can't get Kofi Annan on the radio, yeah.
Yes, Africa.
No. We have to go figure out something, yeah. All right. We could go and talk till, this all that stop it now. Sir. Okay. Yes, engineer. Yeah, do your work. I will tell Cabo tomorrow morning that you was doing your work, man. Believe you me. I already did that last time, and it never did work, you know. This was supposed to do. Okay, so make us see if we can get back Kofi Annan. No Kofi Annan there. Is that a different thing, this?
I believe that we should debunk the idea that we cannot have green energy and development.
We are going there, so.
Greening the economy could
okay.
As industrial. Yes, Africa.
We know, but we're not yet over there, so.
Energy sources and should make a judicious judgment as we go forward. I think in the short term, they should be able to use the mix they have from garlic. I believe that we should debunk the idea that you cannot have green energy and development at the same time. Greening the economy could have an impact as important as the Industrial Revolution. Yes, Africa does have a rich mix of energy sources and should make a judicious judgment as we go forward. I think in the short term, they should be able to use the mix they have from gas, oil, coal, but in the medium to longer term, they should be aiming for green energy. But we also need help from our international partners.
And that is, of course, your greatest challenge, to get a binding agreement globally.
Africa has done very little to pollute our world, but will pay the highest price. And therefore we have a critical interest in a solid, viable agreement that will help us contain CO2 emissions or climate change. And I think the African leaders are aware of this, and I hope for the sake of justice or climate justice, all the leaders realize this and understand that it is not only them, but there are those at the other end who are at greater peril.
What for you is going to be the key in Africa, particularly? Of course, the sunshine, solar is obvious but expensive, hydropower effective but huge upfront costs to get it off the ground.
I think geothermal is taking a hold, and I think given the size of the continent and the energy needs, some of the hydro energy projects are viable, but solar, which is becoming cheaper and cheaper, can be a very effective solution. And you can imagine a situation where Africa succeeds in doing this, in moving in the path of green and renewable energy.
What about those that don't have any access? They get on the grid. What can change? What can happen? What strides can they make?
If you suddenly find yourself in a situation where there's continuous supply of energy and you don't have the outages and it is reasonable, and you don't have to invest in generator and diesel oil, and the amount of savings are enormous. And you can sign a contract with your clients, assuring them that you will deliver X units per month, per year, and be able to do it because you are certain that the inputs will be there.
And when it comes to businesses and industries, are there examples for you that are forerunners and pioneers in terms of renewables? Because there's an amazing energy for this on the African continent.
You have young entrepreneurs, small, medium-sized companies who are really doing this, using solar energy to offer villages and houses electricity, making it possible for them to charge their cell phones. Everybody has one. And really what will be exciting, which I'm looking forward to, is for us to have such innovation and such development in the area of energy that one day we will have a disruptive device, a bit like the cell phones, where you don't need landlines. You frog leap it. I'm positive with the way things are going that we will be able to have developments or innovation that will not require that everything goes via the grid, or you can really generate electricity for large communities in reasonable, steady manner, and that will make a lot of difference in the lives of the people we are talking about. Africa is a paradox. It's not a poor continent. It's a rich continent with many, many poor people. And this is a problem that with organization and leadership is solvable. And I really hope that with the younger generation.
Was Kofi Annan talking about Africa and the pollution that is taking place, that Africa is the least place that is polluted, but it will pay most for the pollution of the earth, even though Africa is not polluting it as other countries are doing. Very, very important reasoning, very important thinking. We have to really examine these things, you know. When you hear people talk about Africa and hear this and hear that about Africa. Africa as a continent is the least in all the pollution argument, like all China, where devastating the earth right now with them pollution. America, them place, industrialized countries. Africa way down at the bottom there, so when it comes on to pollution, for once, we don't at the bottom of something and feel good about it. I tell you. For once, we don't way down this and feel good about it. Youth out of Florida there, you know. Yeah, Sons of Maestro. Cutting Edge.
Yes, Cutting Edge.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man. Then I lay down and place the Cutting Edge in my belly, you know. Yeah, I have 2 issues where I want to do the motor.
Alright, go on, no?
Yeah, I want to work on the Moon Palace place and meet an accident, drop off a place and bought my hand on my side. See? So I Jamaica Grand.
Yeah.
And right now, they want to like say I can't get no compensation towards it, you know, see it?
Why not?
Them say that subcontractor I work with, I mean I work with the company. So
you have to talk to the contractor. Eh?
Yeah, I talk to them and I'm sure I say right now I work with the company.
Yeah, well, you work with the contractor.
Yeah.
So you have to talk to the contractor.
So that means that nothing can come out of them different.
No, that no means that nothing can come out of you. All right, wait there. A man, another company employee, you know.
But we work on the ban of the company,
Who pay you?
The contractor pay me.
You know, that we are talking about now, the contractor pay you. So if you are, if a man give me a wall for make, and me call 10 man for build the wall, and a brick drop down upon the man, and the man who give the work responsible for you know. And the man who give the work responsible for you, so you have to go deal with the contractor.
Okay.
You know me not now come out of it. It just go to the contractor. If the contractor go on like this and go on like that, no, then you go get a liar.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it have to go. You have to talk to the contractor.
Yeah, Muta, holy person top of my place in the web bridging.
Holy per accident?
Yes, man, and nobody don't get the compensation off it.
Because them not do it the right
up every day because they don't have representation.
No, because what you say, because they not wait the whole hand.
Representation.
But because they not do it the right way as workers, brethren. You see, if a contractor employ me if you go do a work and something wrong with me, I go to the contractor. And the contractor, if you go to your car there, jump up and say the man place me a bill, so the man responsible for me. Okay. And the person who employ you responsible for you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the person who employ you, something wrong with you, you have to go to the person who employ you.
Okay.
All right, sir. So try and go to the man who employ you and hear what he must say.
Yeah, man, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, give thanks. Yes, we need to understand them things there, you know, because some people them go around certain things all the while and they wonder how come the man them so wicked. You understand? When I say, why the man wicked, you know, imagine me a building fee man, the man stone drop on my foot and them no, that's how it work. And the man who pay you responsible for you. That's how it go. The man who pay you responsible. Yes, EL.
Yeah, man. Blessed up motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I say the self-hate video, the self-hate audio, I just hear that play. It have a great momentous. You see me I say?
The self-hate? Oh, you mean the white man I talk about? Oh,
man. Oh, black people hate themselves. Watch out.
Are the first you hear me play it? Are the first you hear me play it?
Yeah, man. And the first me I call into
you know something now? You know something?
Yeah.
I know the first me play it and I'm play it for the holiday program too, but you know, is that thing about keep playing the same thing? Because if you, some man might miss it one time and some man want to hear it again.
I catch it the next time. Man. But I'm not sure you're praising. Why do you go to boom and up and dump up beach and I start a bee and you see me.
You start a what? A bee?
I start a bee, a female.
Okay. A bee, female start a bee doing as F.
No, man. Yeah, man. It's our term, man. Young people term, is it?
Yeah.
But me I say, I used to start the girl and I admire her physiques and some approach her and I express my feelings to her in more words than one. Very charming, you know what I mean?
Oh God, man, me I tell you, man. Yes,
and she take in to me and one of the time I go to boom and me and her miss up back and I start her in our family circumference and I approach her, you see me? And I approach her as like she was with her mom. I could tell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I approach her and I was like, I'm approaching her, I'm mother, like a skin up her face, you see me? Yo, I'm going to tell you, the woman just outburst for me. And yes, she has said to me,
the woman, the woman or the girl, which one?
The girl mother.
Yeah, the girl mother outburst for you.
Yeah, she just blurted out for me. Yo, she said, no. You know, she a be a brown people in my family, and a black people in my family, you know. Yo, I'm like, yo, me say, me sympathize with her. Yo, me say, me never know, say, Willie Lynch syndrome was a real thing. You see that? Yo, me say, yo, me feel that way still, but I tell her, say,
wait, which beach that? Dump beach.
Dump beach.
Dump beach. How about you go be?
Yeah, man, no be. I tell you some more that I say, I never know say Willie Lynch syndrome was a real thing, star. I say,
you know,
our indoctrination, how she...
You're black and you want black and you want the brown skin girl?
Yeah.
You're rude. You're rude, man. No black people know that. You know the weirdest thing? Our daughter and she can't get American pass with nothing more than black, you know. Them can't get America go pass nothing more than black.
So, but the whole thing is that, I say, the indoctrination and how she just conceited in it, you know?
Yeah, and
I sympathize to her, and I mean, I feel that way still, but, you know, it's like me in a chance, I say, them things I did real people, yes, I say, that people really put them way, yes, I say, I'm a first encounter,
welcome to the club, Bridget. Them thing that they're about just like that. Them thing that they're about.
Yeah, man, I really think. And I say serious thing about the scamming thing still. That's what I say. I say the scamming thing it affects society, at least Jamaican society, in a positive and negative way. That's what I say. Because enough youth I use it to climb up a social ladder, you know, feed them family better.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Some of them I put 2 taxi on the road today. You see me? And I open 2 bar or 2 whatever them do. You see me?
Yeah.
And then you have the negative way where, you know, you would have to reload some money and a bag of things are going.
So let me ask you a question now.
Yeah.
To scam somebody up for them earnings is not a negative thing.
Yeah, it is a negative thing.
Then why you say?
No, I say it have a positive impact on society and a negative one also.
Yeah.
You see me? That means I not really say it, the morality is right.
No, I don't want no morality at all. No, because I say,
yeah.
old woman who can't walk, can't say she have her savings and in her heart of hearts, the piece she go win something because she's in America.
Yeah.
And a man scam her money, you know, feel say that's terrible.
But more that, remember I say, I know told me see it, you know, everywhere in the world, everybody has scam, you know.
Yeah, but that's true. Everybody in the world have bomb up people, right?
No, it doesn't make it right. But
then everybody now, every country have murder in it.
Yeah, but basically.
So what that mean? True what? True everybody do it. What that mean?
No, not really say true everybody do it. Me just say.
Of course.
The hierarchy system. It's me build up and scamming. Like for instance.
No, me never say no. Wait, no man. You know, listen to me. I say no. Because everywhere scamming there, or everywhere murder there, or everywhere robbery there, it means a what?
No, it just
the hierarchy system build up a robbery and murder, you know. And murder, we pick them.
No, me just say, them a point fingers same way, or them a do the same thing. You see me? It's just that.
So let me ask you a question. Now.
Yeah.
Suppose you're a man who rob people. You see?
Yeah.
And you go to a road, go rob a man.
Yeah.
And when you come home, you see a robber in your house. What you da do?
Why? I mean,
no, tell me because you are saying.
I'm compose an opinion about it.
No, listen to what you say now.
Yeah.
So me I ask you the question now. Suppose you was a thief, rob a man out the road. And when you go to your yard, you see a man rob your house. What you gonna do?
I don't know them, so I share in love and why.
Okay, alright. That we are talking about. That we are talking about. That we are talking about. You have to look into it, you know.
I really think so, man. Yeah, man, I say still, you go to say, man, I only for the juvenile there, I listen to them more.
Me know, man. Me know. Them tell me.
I fight to stubbies, man, and I try.
So what kind of work you do, Amobi? More than look girls, brown girls. You have to come back Kingston for that. No, you have to come back Kingston for that. If you want some brown girl, you have to come back Kingston for that. You can't see a dump up beach. What brown girl I do a dump up beach?
I'm much of intuition if I like.
A doctor's came she for there. She's supposed to be a doctor's came as a little brown girl with her brown mother. She's not supposed to be a dump up beach. A little more she could have run Gala McDonald's. I mean Kentucky too and not go a Pelican Grill. She want a scammer. She want a scammer come carry her go a Pelican Grill because little more she left dump up beach and Gala Kentucky Fried Chicken. But she down no black people in her family. I'm mad, she mad, man. I'm mad, she mad.
I mean, I said, boy, maybe I know some people really think them way they still, is it?
Yeah, man, them things so, man. Them things so, man. Trust me, them things so. Them things so. Hey, what you think Rasta still a go through about dirty Rasta and them something? We still a go through that, you know? Yeah, fool boy, them, man. Damn fool, this about Selassie and all them something there. We still a go through it. Still a go through it. Alright, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, man, bless yourself, man. I Rasta fear and also me grow up in a same. Yeah, man. Ever listen to you, man. I don't want to say good day, I know my people them too.
Where your people them name?
Alright, I'm going to see.
You have to think on that.
Sister Dasa.
Yeah.
Sister Dasa last boy this morning, you see? Yeah, I know, let me tell you something to me. I know, when I remember the place name of Mobile still. I think some now being the meeting with the keep on. But then, I used to do gymnastics, as me I say, and me feel myself say, it's important as a little youth, as me I say. And in the gathering, I think when you did that one, it's like, I remember exactly, but it's like something when there for eat, and I say, oh, more and that. You see me, I said to myself, little youth, if you want the money to put on, you want that. I tell you, when I tell you, a couple of years, I don't like your feet, man, I swear.
And you like me now?
I want to come and overstand the thing.
I whole heap of people never used to like me and they like me now. Oh, gosh, man, I feel good. Anyway, we have to move here, yeah?
Alright, big up yourself.
Yeah, me I tell you, I know people never used to like me. You know what, Brian, you know what people call me after they never used to like me. You say, Mama and Papa, you know what pick me. When me book a foreign in some university when me go there. With them send for me to, you know. Because when them there at Jamaica, they couldn't make them mother hear them mention my name in them house, you know. And so them go foreign and when them realize that when me did that on the radio, very important, then send for me, you know. Gather up them money in the university, them and collect money and say, alright, them I'll send for the same barefoot boy them used to listen to when them I do them homework. And when we go over there, them tell me them whole history, a cutting edge and how them couldn't get to listen to cutting. May I tell you, Rasta, believe you me. And now we hear say it have 5 million hits. That means you could have go on it 10,000 times, just yourself alone. And you tell me about Snoop Dogg, you know. Where's about Snoop Dogg again?
Put it up on Instagram.
Snoop Dogg got me on Instagram. And them have 16,000
likes.
How long ago you put it on Instagram?
Just give me about
why don't you do few things, you know? Tell me how long Snoop Dogg got me on Instagram then. Tell me. Why don't you do why? He come show me that thing, you know. And then now what she name to come in here. Oh, she see them never ever miss her. She gone.
5 days ago.
5 days ago? And 16,000 what?
Likes.
16,000 likes.
Yes, 16,000 at somebody see it already.
16,000 people see it in a 5 days. A Snoop Dogg, give me name.
Snoop Lion.
Snoop Dogg, give me name. Believe you. May I read something about that? Say, where Snoop Dogg, where you know about Muta? Why may I tell you? You know, the brethren just called a while ago about the daughter where him say, my girl, hey, the man so like him have words too, you know. You hear him talk like say, man, him really a toast on the girl, you know. And the man just go drop a spanner in the whole thing and talk about, say, if him does see a pair of brown skinned people in a fair family. Yes, brethren, may I tell you, reggae style. 3 years, man, we're still there. Can you believe it? 10 years ago, a man tell me, say, Muta, I say, all 10 years time, Muta say, you're mad. Well, you know, nobody better than call me about no 10 years time, you know. At that time, I could say my mother or not. The next 10 years time, I'm supposed to own even part of this place, I know. I tell you, if you're there for the next 10 years, I'm supposed to own a little part of it, believe you me. Yeah, man, that's what I go. That's what I say. Called Earl China Smith, made popular by, you see it now, we get stuck. We get stuck. Too much things in the bed, and so come up with him though. Junior Biles, sorry, yes. Junior Biles. That was made popular by Junior Biles, written by Earl China Smith, done over in fine style by Della Manley. This is the cutting edge on IRFM. Remember that, Junior? Believe you me.
Damn, man, your life must be so happy. You've got a wife and some lovely.
Him just come up on the scene with the two tune them and boom, that was it. May I tell you?
Oh, lucky you. You've got a woman to go home to. I've got to find me myself a woman.
You know, I'm going to talk to Keshima about finding them people that would just come up and just disappear, so. Hey, may I tell you, the two you, they were there, they were there a while ago, you know. What's them name again? Tonto Metro and Devante, you know. There was one, hey, me used to book up the man in the airport enough, you know. I used to move amongst Beanie Man. And then we don't hear from them again. Well, all of a sudden we don't see them come up again. But you have some people where we really need to find out where them people they are doing, you know, like all of you, you know, named Nanko. I want big tune this, you know. I want to hear about VC with a big tune. You know, hear about him again at all.
You've got some kids to attend to. I've got to find me myself a woman.
What go on?
Cutting edge.
Yeah. This is the edge of cut.
Yeah, man, we are going through, you know.
Rastafari, man, give thanks and praise. Look up Jamaica and Africa set speed, you know?
Yeah, man, of course.
Yeah, man, you talk about the youth Nanko a while ago.
Yeah.
And I remember a thing where I just called the ICM time. If I remember right, you know, he did sign some contract theory, you know, and tie up himself, you know. And I think I'm mother, you know. Did I try to get him out of certain things, you know.
So when they know?
That is it now. If I'm correct, at the last time that I did hear from him, because I think it was an interview he did on the radio. And that's how I found out that
tie up himself.
Some tie up business, the kind of one.
Okay.
So like how you talk about him now, it just coming to me thoughts again to say, right, never really know what really happened eventually.
Yeah.
So if you could really find them people there and really get talk with that kind of overstanding what go on with him, you know? Because sometimes they are foreign I go through to I'm not really know.
No, you don't know though, but like it's like Abdel right the other day. Me play Abdel and me I say, but wait, I want to Abdel because Abdel did bust on the scene beginning and then them get old for gun and thing.
Yes.
Then I drive up and sing with a man and say, Mota, around this Abdel there, you know, run grand spend it so.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's good for when you say some man will call me and tell me say,
yes,
that Virgin did it so I whatsoever. But,
yeah, because I say if we not try to really trace some of the stalwarts them.
Yeah.
Them just go by the wayside and we don't really know what's going
on with them. Yeah, it's good to know what's going on with them, man. Trust me.
Yeah, we have to look out for each other.
Yeah.
Because even up at the bridge, you know, we called them name not too long ago.
VC?
No, before that. Before that. Curly Locks, man.
Curly Locks? Oh, yes. Junior Biles.
Junior Biles.
Yeah.
We must have things to go down with Junior, you know.
Yeah, he kind of lose it. He lose it, you know. He kind of lose it.
Yeah. You see what I'm about? So we really have to look out for the style.
And the man, they sing some serious tune in that Jamaica, you know.
But you're motor, man. They're not serious, some serious tune the man sing, man.
Yeah, man, that serious tune.
I think in our hit,
right after Curly Locks, you know.
Place called Africa. There's a place called Africa.
And the next one after that again, too, you know.
Yeah, beat down Babylon.
But I come like a pure eating all things.
No, man, have no fit. All right. All of me call another one that did that talk, but don't.
No.
Yeah, man have some serious shit, man.
No, because I'm saying, you know, a long time we have played the music, you know, Mota.
And you know, it's sweet that me I call it tune, but you say, no. Say, you must know how much tune the man have. Yes.
Because the last time I saw it, you know, at downtown, you know.
Oh, you know, them the one year in the Depan Rebel Salute, you know, when Rebel Salute.
Yeah, well, after that, in the Depan Rebel Salute and them things. But from Rebel Salute time, I don't hear nothing about him.
Again, yeah.
You know, but in the company on TV too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do all the interview, you know, if me correct, I think upon CVM, you know, with Mr. Williams, you know.
Yeah.
If my mind serve me right, you know.
Yeah.
Tell him that talk about him, you know. Fall off and come up forward and all them things there.
Yeah,
but I don't like him. I come forward.
Yeah, they go up on a tour, man.
Yes. But since that, no, I'm not really hear.
You about him again?
No.
Yeah, I'm not hear about him again neither.
So I don't know what going.
Yeah, we need to
find out. The man is a thing, you know, Mota. Now tell us the man is a thing. Your mind are you know.
Of course.
I see when you lose that motor.
Yeah, you lose itself.
You could have dressed like pussy, you know.
Yes.
You just lose it, you know.
Yeah, I know some of like how pussy dress. I like how pussy dress, you know, because they put all pussy in a pants and shirt sometimes.
But as a talk about all that, motor. Look how the man under the lion, sir.
Oh gosh, man, that's terrible thing, you know. Me just read it a while ago, me I say, me I look some news and me I say.
What a piece of audacity.
You need to talk about it tomorrow, trust me.
But can you imagine, my brethren?
A terrible thing that.
I just it, brethren, because, I mean, this man, the man go time, where, you know, sir?
Yeah.
You know them where there?
Animal talks, him never meet.
The man know what I do here, sir. Because I know any lion I walk anyway.
Yeah, it's a lion everybody know in the world.
You see me a chat about? I don't know why them giving themselves still, but...
Maybe I say so Rose them a thing, van. Maybe I say so
But Cecil Rose never no lion.
No, but you don't know them, hey, think people are easy, you know, because you're Rhodes Scholarship, you know.
Of course.
And black people win Rhodes Scholarship.
Yes, I know that.
Rhodes Scholarship is like the Jews, them are going to hear about a scholarship named Nazi Scholarship.
Hitler Scholarship.
Hitler, yeah, you know, Holocaust Scholarship and take it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black people are easy, you know, that's
well, listen to me, it's all about consciousness. No?
Of course.
And all we not going to sip the wine at the same time, so... We just hoping that the cup and the wine is still there.
We have to just continue to do what we are doing, man.
Yes, I am.
And whosoever will come, we have to move.
Rastafari.
Right, blessed man. Now, Boris Gardner happening. That time, Boris Gardner did have him band name, Boris Gardner happening. And Tony Bennett go away and go turn a Muslim. And what happened is that him, you know, the black Muslims, they have a program where them going at the communities and try to get rid of the drug sellers them. Yeah, well apparently him kill a drug seller. Tony Bennett. Anyway, before him do that, tell him to change him name. Him change him name to Safi Abdul. Safi Abdul. For those of you who remember Boris Gardner and his happening, and remember a bridge name Tony Bennett, well, him they change him name to Safi Abdul, become Muslim in America. Well, this is a tune by Safi Abdul, otherwise known as Tony Bennett in Jamaica. Listen. Give thanks to Monique and give thanks to Brian. You know, so we're going there with your little more from this, from 2 to 5:45. With the stepping razor. The art of war. Yeah.
Muta?
Yeah, you can't late, you know.
No, me I try to get you for about 1 hour, man. Believe you me. 1 hour. Let me just tell you this. The African Reparations March is this Saturday, the 1st of August, starting in Brixton, straight to Westminster Parliament.
Okay, like last year.
Like last year,
So
right?
what happened since
About 1 hour, I demanding, go and try to get you, Muta.
Alright, but
yeah,
what,
man.
wait, what happened since the March? What happened? What happened? Oh, what come out of the March there? The first one.
What come out of the March there is that it's split in two because some unscrupulous people got the reply to our petition and refused to give it to us, the people.
Okay.
And what they have done is that they now have Muta a commercial rally event in a park. They're not marching. I and others are marching. But they have sold out by having some event where they have start and sell things and play music in a park, which is what the racists want, because they don't want the publicity of a march on the road.
Well, all the things them always turn out that way, the brethren. When we are doing something, it always turn out that way.
You know, Muta, it just goes to show, as you and I know from our school days in the 60s, that the hotter the battle, it shows who are the sellouts and who are the traitors.
Yeah,
because remember last year it was one march, you know, and then one group decided that then it split as a certain set of them said that they're not going to march, they are going to have a rally in the park.
Okay.
Which is what those who are against the march, the British regime, want, because they don't want the publicity on the road. So, yes, man, go in the park. So they give them permission to be in the park, to be able to set up stalls and sell things.
Yeah.
Hidden away. You see, you know, that suit them. Yeah, man, let them play music and sell things and do what they want to do. But because we don't want any public thing on the road where the world can see that Africans are marching to Westminster.
Alright, so you say the march will take place with white people, because we have to move right now. 4 minutes, 3 minutes left.
Yeah, the march is still taking place by we conscious Africans. Winross Square in Brixton, near to the tube station and the town hall, moving off at 11 o'clock. So people must come before 11 o'clock to assemble, and we will march from Brixton straight to Westminster Parliament and also
when
to Downing Street.
When you reach at Downing Street and Westminster, what will happen there, sir?
A petition will be given there, and afterwards we will return to Brixton at Winross Square.
So what happened to the petition?
Final.
So what happened to the petition for last year? What happened to the one we did last year?
The one that did last year. As I am saying, the group that have gone in a
alright,
they got a reply and have refused to give it.
Okay, alright, you said that,
marchers.
Alright, sir, so we give thanks then.
So that is it.
Yeah, alright, blessed. Yeah?
Yes, I will talk next week.
Yeah.
1 hour, may I try to get your motor. One love.
Alright.